20 years. This is the first time I've watched this movie in 20 years. I've forgotten just how much I like this film, and it remains one of my favorite movies of all time. The reviews on this movie are a little bit lower than I would like for them to be, according to most of the sources, according to Internet Movie Database, Rotten Tomatoes, Letterboxd. I don't see where Common Sense Media rated up. Common Sense Media, what did they give this movie? They're not showing the percentage right here. I got to click into the thing. And why it's taken forever, I don't know. That part is, I'm sorry, 1 second. Common Sense Media gave it a 60. Internet Movie Database gave it 64. Rotten Tomatoes, 65. Letterboxd, 58. And Google users gave it 70 to 92. That's a little bit of a wide gap, but at least it's on the slightly more positive side of the spectrum, especially with the 92 being on the far side of the positive part of the spectrum. So the budget on this movie was 128 million. The box office was almost 350 million. I think that's just right for a movie like this. And for those numbers right there, it's kind of odd that reviews aren't at least at a 70, 75. But hey, everybody has an opinion, to each his own. This is the story of Aladar. An iguanodon, I think that's how you pronounce it, iguanodon, dinosaur raised by a family of lemurs. Their world is turned upside down, however, when meteors strike, turning their green world into a desert wasteland. Teaming up with a herd of other herbivores, the trek is on to find the nesting ground where water and vegetation is bountiful. But with carnivores behind them and nothing but desert around for miles, it doesn't look promising. Now, here's how ChatGPT breaks some of this down. The plot: introduction to Aladar, who's the main character. The film begins with the hatching of a baby iguanodon named Aladar. An egg thief steals his egg, but it ends up in the care of a family of lemurs on an island. Aladar is raised by the lemurs, living a peaceful and joyful life away from the other dinosaurs. You had the meteor shower. A catastrophic meteor shower strikes, destroying the island and forcing Aladar and his lemur family to escape. They swim to the mainland where they encounter other dinosaurs for the first time. Let me get to the messages here, because I'll tell you, these are the main reasons why I like this movie so much, aside from a lot of the intensity that was going on in it. There's 5 messages in here. You have survival through compassion, leadership and morality, adaptability and resilience, interconnectedness of life, and hope and renewal. So 1, survival through compassion. A major theme of this movie is that empathy, compassion, and cooperation are essential for survival. Aladar's caring nature and willingness to help others contrasts with Crone's harsh survival of the fittest mentality. The film promotes the idea that strength comes from unity and kindness rather than ruthless competition. Leadership and morality. The film explores different styles of leadership through the characters of Crone and Aladar. Crone's authoritarian rule is depicted as short-sighted and ultimately destructive, while Aladar's inclusive and compassionate leadership proves to be more effective. This highlights the importance of moral and ethical decision-making in leadership. A lot of people don't see it that way. I wish more people would, but that's another. I like that movie highlighted that. That's one of my favorite things about it. Adaptability and resilience. The characters face numerous obstacles throughout their journey, symbolizing the need for adaptability in the face of adversity. The meteor shower, predators, and natural barriers force the dinosaurs to adapt their changing environment, underscoring the importance of resilience and adaptability. 4, interconnectedness of life. The film emphasizes the interconnectedness of all living beings. Aladar, raised by lemurs, bridges the gap between different species, showing that cooperation across species is possible and beneficial. This theme reflects the idea that all life is interconnected and that cooperation could lead to mutual survival. Hope and renewal. The discovery of the nesting grounds at the end of the film represents hope and the possibility of new beginnings after hardship. Despite the challenges faced, the dinosaur survival and the birth of new life symbolize resilience and the potential for renewal. So I got to give it a 9.5. That's what I feel this movie's worth. Now, again, I know there was a little bit of spoiler in there, but this movie is 24 years old. So, and who knows? I don't know just, and I haven't really talked to much people about this movie, so I don't really know. I mean, it had a box office of almost 350 million, so enough people had to have seen it at the given time. But because I haven't seen it in 20 years and I didn't think about it again until recently, I haven't really asked people about it. So I don't know who all is familiar with it already, or maybe people did see it and they forgot about it or whatever. But in case you haven't seen the movie, it is available to watch on Disney Plus. And also, if you have seen it but want to watch it again. So that's about that. And I just felt like I really wanted to talk about that because, again, this is one of my favorite films, and this is what I do on this show, is just ramble on about movies and shows that I like. So I have a lot more movies and shows to talk about. So as far as like the casting and all that and the genre, I'll put that in the description box. So like and subscribe. I got more coming.